All right, so the basic idea behind Lonely Town, we're in G, the key is G. He's the mayor of Lonely Town. So the main chord is actually G6. So maybe I'll just give you the chords first and then show you how to move between them. He's the mayor of Lonely Town. So when I say G6, I mean a normal G with this E, which is the sixth note of the scale. Mayor of Lonely Town, population 1. A minor, population 1. Little bass walk up there. Do, 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 do. So, then D7 is da, 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 staring at the G, F, E. Really nice move. So G, F, E. I do a little move. Starting to feel back to A minor. So when I'm playing this A minor, you can play this A minor like this, or I typically play it an A minor 7 in this voicing. Starting to feel D7 like it might be real, like there's B minor, something that might be done. Then back to E, E7 maybe. This is the mayor of Lonely Town, population 1. Back to G6. So there's two basic patterns. One is what's called a 2-5-1. That's what we take away from this. If we're in the key of G, 2-5-1 is A, D, G. So right? So that's one, but then we're kind of doing variants on this. So he's the mayor of Lonely Town, population 1. Population 1. Now walk up. So that's a 2-5, right? Lonely Town, population 1. Staring on the ground. Staring at the back to the 1. Now this weird passing chord, this F, and then this E7. Now this E is a 7th chord. The 7th chord is begging to take you up a 4th, right? So just as this D7 wants to take you back to a G, we need to go here. This E7 is begging to take you to an A. In this case, it's an A minor, because that's what an A minor is in this scale. So that's a little move I do sometimes. So so this now E7 or E is begging to take you to this A minor. Two to the 5. Da, da, da. Now we can go back home, but there's a little trick here. We defer it. So instead of going 2, 5, we go to this B minor. So da, 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 something, ba, 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 ba. Back to the E again. So, cause he's the mayor of Lonely Town, population 1. And now they finally take you home. So, I'm playing these chords different kind of ways. This is the way I'm playing. So the B minor I'm playing like this. You'll notice I'm playing this A minor like this voicing. Playing the B minor with this voicing. It's a very common voicing for minor chords, right? So I think I've spoken about this a lot, but you can think of an A minor 7. There's an A minor 7. I can think of this a C major chord with an A in the bass. So if I take away this A, I just have this C chord, and I take away this G, and I move it down there, it's an A minor 7. Very common voicing. So when I do this B minor, very lot of moves. So let's play the whole thing. Let me just play the whole thing through, and you'll see some of the moves I do. He's the, and I won't do any of the rhythm. I'll just play the chords. Mayor of lonely town, population 1. Oh, I should probably show you what that is. Mayor of lonely town, population 1. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this G chord and I'm going no no ba no. So I mean, maybe I wouldn't actually do that. Population 1. I just want to hit that transition note. Staring a hole in the ground, staring at the sun. I'm starting to feel like it might be real, like it. Maybe I go. How does it actually go? Starting to feel like it might be real, like there's something that might be done. Cause he's the mayor, cause he's the mayor of lonely town, population 1. And then it hits this D6 chord. So I'm going to play that through again. He's the mayor of lonely town, population 1. Population 1. Staring a hole in the ground, staring at the sun. Just starting to feel like it might be real, like it's something that might be done. Cause he's the mayor of lonely town, population 1. And we're gonna go to the D6. Lead the mayor of lonely town, popping into pen. What's the sign is in? This is a sign of he's the mayor of lonely town, population 1. Woo! So what happened there? I added in some of this rhythm. So instead of holding, I'm going this, right? Population 1. And then on that one, I did this. So instead of playing this G chord, to make this transition, right? Right? Lonely town, population 1. Population 1. And in this right hand, I'm just grabbing these chords, right? Population 1. That's going to take some practice. Right? Population 1. And every time I'm just hitting the root and the fifth of every chord, right? Population 1. Population 1. Woo! Starting to feel like him. And I'm just doing a little transition, right? I'm just doing walk up. Running to feel. I could just, the basic level is just starting to feel like it might be real, right? But I'm adding in I'm adding in more, these kind of walk-ups. So for you practicing on the first time, you go, starting to feel like it might be real, like there's something next level is starting to feel like it might be real, like it's something that might be done, right? And I don't know what to tell you. That's just playing around. That's literally just, here's how, like literally the only way I know of practicing that is just sitting for hours at the piano and going, if I'm here and I want to get to here, well, how do I do it? That's a nice way. How about, that's a nice way. How about, that's not a nice way, right? So, and that's, yeah, that's just practice. That's just experience. So, starting to feel like it might be real, like it's something that might be done. 'Cause it sees the mayor of lonely town. So that's another one. 'Cause he's the mayor, 'cause he's the mayor of lonely town. Population 1. Now here's the fun part. So, what's that? Yeah, just give me 2 minutes. So you hit this D6 chord, and then you go. So the notes are D. I'll just play it really slowly so you can see. That's all chromatic. And then. I play with both hands. And even then, I'm not that good at it. I've told you, things like doing runs with my left hand, I'm really bad at. I find that very hard. Jesus. And that's where, like, learning your, proper fingerings will be useful. So, if you want to go to lone, then here's this second section. Starts on a G. If you want to go to lonely town, to an A, right? To a C, I'll pay the fare, back to a G. So if you want to go to lonely town, I'll pay the fare. There's a very fun move. So you take these different voicings of G, and you alternate between. That's such a fun thing to play. You want to go to lonely town, I'll pay the fare. Unless you're with me, then you'll get it for free. 'Cause baby, I know the mayor. So that's a walk-up that goes. So, unless you're with me, then you'll get it for free. 'Cause baby, I would go, I don't even know what I would do. I maybe go. That's a 2-5-1, right? But I maybe do it with both hands? Who's to say? So, anyway, let's do that bridge section. You want to go to lonely town, I'll pay the fare. Unless you're with me, then you'll get it for free. 'Cause baby, I know the mayor. Then it goes B7. Play a B something like this. Don't know why. It's just a nice voicing. the same way we played the B minor 7, okay? B major 7. Then there's a little walk down. So what you have is an E minor chord like this. And you walk all the E's down. Right? Then C minor. Back to B7. Now A minor. I think something like that. So what I'm doing is this. I'm taking these 4 notes and I'm going. I think. So. I think it's like that. That part I'm not certain, but. That's a really cool left hand move. Woo. That's just fun to do. So what I'm doing is I'm playing this, voicing of a G major chord. And then I'm walking like this. That's just fun to do. So, and I seem to want to be near, they all run away. Deep inside of something. So that one is starting to feel like it might be real like this. So that I'm doing sometimes. So what I'm doing here, so chromatic walk down. Ba, 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 ba. So to get from this D major chord to this B minor chord, right? It's a cool move. Until like this, it's starting to feel like it might be real. This up in the right thing. So that's an awesome lick. So you just kind of outline this E major. So what I think of it as, so I think of these 3, then this in the middle. Then, in terms of fingering, I do this. I cross over. Then this. I mean, all these things will take a lot of practice. He's the mayor of lonely town. Population staring a hole in the ground. Population, mayor of lonely town. Population 1. And it goes so, repeats this lonely town. Population staring a hole in the ground. Population, mayor of lonely town. Population, whatever it does. does there. It's not sure what it does in population. Then it goes to this E minor thing. Then it ends off on this nice little run. Oh, that's the middle. So mayor of lonely town, population still in the room. Population, mayor of lonely town, population one. So I'll show you that little lick. So it goes back to this. I feel like something's wrong in there, but whatever. And then all right, here's the whole song. I didn't even show you that part. So, hey, that's the opposite of. Right? Population, staring a hole in the ground, staring at the sun. It's starting to feel like it might be real, like the sun and might be done. 'Cause he's the mayor of lonely town, population one. What's inside is it? There in the night, no, 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 no. It is a mayor of lonely town, population one. If you want to go to lonely town, just pay the fare. Unless you're with me, then you'll get it for free. 'Cause baby, I know the mayor. No one seems to want to be near. They all run away. Deep inside us all. What's inside is in. Ah, what a terrible time to make a mistake. Even that was bad.